The stadium fell silent for a heartbeat, a quiet so profound it felt unnatural, like the world itself was holding its breath. And then, crash. The ball soared, cutting through the crisp evening air like a comet blazing across the sky. Another home run. Another number added to a record already dripping with myth and legend. It's a season unlike any other, a story written not just in statistics, but in sheer human drama. Three-digit home runs. Teams that seemed mortal, now elevated to the level of giants. The kind of power that makes fans hold their breath, keeps managers awake at night, and forces even the most seasoned commentators to whisper in awe. Every team in the A-class, top of the league, champions in their own right, boasts a lineup capable of changing the course of a game with a single swing. These aren't just players, they are titans, sculpted by sweat, fire, and the relentless pursuit of perfection. And yet, behind every home run, behind every roaring crowd, lies a story of struggle, sacrifice, and unyielding ambition. The first batter steps up to the plate. His eyes scan the pitcher like a hawk. Every pitch, every spin of the ball is a question, a riddle he must solve with muscle memory and intuition. And then it happens, the crack of the bat against the ball reverberates like a gunshot. The crowd erupts, a tidal wave of sound that drowns out everything else. That one swing has the power to change careers, to ignite a season, to rewrite history. Across the league, a pattern emerges. The A-class teams dominate not merely through strategy, but through raw, unrelenting power. Their home run tallies exceed 100, a number that once seemed almost mythical. And when you look closer, at the top 5 hitters on each team, you see a constellation of stars, each one burning brighter than the last, each one capable of rewriting the narrative of a single inning. The pressure is immense. Every at-bat is a story in itself, every pitch a potential pivot point in a tale of triumph or tragedy. And yet, these players thrive under it. They wear the weight of expectation like armor, wielding their bats as swords, and sending baseballs screaming into the night sky with unstoppable force. Some are veterans, scarred but unbowed, their swings honed by years of failure and fleeting glory. Others are young prodigies, their arms and legs carrying the energy of untapped potential, their eyes wide with the thrill of proving themselves on the grandest stage. Together, they form a tapestry of talent that is as mesmerizing as it is formidable. And then there are the moments that defy logic. The home run that arcs impossibly high before disappearing behind the scoreboard. The walk-off shot in the bottom of the ninth that leaves a city chanting in disbelief. The pinch hitter, barely noticed by the crowd, who becomes an instant legend with a swing that resonates for weeks, months, maybe even years. Each team's top 5 hitters create a rhythm, a pulse that drives the narrative of the season. They're more than statistics, they're protagonists in an epic saga of competition. When one steps up, the opposing pitcher feels it, the crowd feels it, and every fan watching from home feels it deep in their chest. The crack of the bat becomes a heartbeat, the roar of the crowd a chorus of destiny. And yet, even amidst this dominance, tension simmers. Injuries lurk in the shadows, slumps creep like silent predators, and underdog teams wait with bated breath, hoping for a miracle. It's a delicate balance between brilliance and collapse, between glory and despair. The margin for error is microscopic, and every swing carries the weight of countless dreams. Some of the home runs are sheer artistry, launched with a grace that seems almost balletic. Others are raw, violent, unstoppable displays of strength, where the ball rockets into the night as if propelled by pure willpower. Fans scream, cameras flash, and social media erupts in a storm of clips, gifs, and reactions. Each hit becomes a moment immortalized, replayed endlessly, inspiring awe across the globe. The league watches, analysts speculate, and every team's strategy shifts in response. Pitchers adjust, infielders reposition, managers calculate odds like generals preparing for battle. Yet, no matter the preparation, the human element always disrupts the script. Baseball, in all its unpredictable glory, reminds everyone that numbers can be powerful, but passion is unstoppable. Some nights, entire teams erupt in tandem, multiple home runs lighting up the scoreboard as if the universe itself had aligned to reward their effort. Fans jump to their feet, chants echo through streets and living rooms alike, and the energy becomes almost tangible, a living, breathing force of nature. The top 5 hitters on each team are the architects of these moments. Each brings a unique flair, a signature style that defines not just the inning but the very identity of the team. One swings with unrelenting precision, another with explosive power, yet another with the kind of unpredictable genius that keeps everyone guessing. Together, they form a force that is nearly unstoppable. And yet, the beauty of it all lies in its fragility. A misstep, a slip, a failed swing, any of these can unravel a season's worth of momentum. But the best rise above, turning mistakes into fuel, setbacks into motivation, and pressure into performance. Watching them play is like witnessing alchemy, the transformation of effort into legend. Each game becomes a story, each inning a chapter, and each home run a punctuation mark that stops hearts and starts celebrations. The energy is electric, almost palpable, as if the very air around the stadium vibrates with the force of human determination. Even the casual observer feels it. You don't need to understand every statistic, every nuance of pitch selection, or every shift in strategy. The sheer spectacle, the drama of man, against physics, against expectation, is enough to captivate, to mesmerize, to inspire. The season unfolds like a cinematic epic. There are heroes, anti-heroes, villains, and moments of unexpected redemption. The A-class teams dominate, yes, but every challenger adds tension, every underdog shot echoes hope, and every swing of the bat writes history in real time. Fans remember these moments for lifetimes. Children imitate swings in backyards, dreaming of one day reaching the heights of these titans. Grandparents recount home runs as though they were myths, speaking of them with reverence, awe, and nostalgia. The game transcends the field, embedding itself in hearts, communities, and cultures. And at the end of each game, when the lights dim and the crowds dissipate, the echoes of the day linger. The statistics, the scores, the numbers on a board, they tell a story, yes, but it is the emotion, the courage, the perseverance behind them that truly resonates. The three-digit home run mark is not just a statistic, it is a symbol. A symbol of power, of ambition, of a relentless pursuit that refuses to yield to limitation. It is proof that greatness is not given, but earned swing by swing, pitch by pitch, moment by moment. In the top 5 hitters of every A-class team, you see the embodiment of this truth. Each one is a story, a journey of triumph and heartbreak, of sweat, tears, and unshakable determination. And together, they form a narrative that transcends the game, touching something deeper in all who watch. Every home run is a reminder that nothing is impossible. That persistence, courage, and talent, when combined, create moments that defy expectation and ignite wonder. That sometimes, for just a few seconds, the world feels limitless. The stadium lights fade, but the memory remains. The crack of the bat, the roar of the crowd, the fleeting flight of a baseball into eternity, they linger in the mind, a testament to the drama and majesty of sport. And in the quiet that follows, when the stands are empty and the field is still, one truth remains: greatness is not measured solely in numbers. It is measured in impact, in emotion, in the way a single moment can resonate far beyond the diamond, into the hearts of everyone who witnessed it. It is in these moments, these home runs, these stories of triumph, that we find inspiration. That we are reminded of what is possible when dedication meets opportunity. That even in a world ruled by statistics, human spirit reigns supreme. And so, as the season marches on, as the players continue to swing, strike, and soar, one thing is certain: we are witnessing something extraordinary. A symphony of power, precision, and passion, written not with pen and paper, but with wood, leather, and heart. Every fan who has cheered, every child who has dreamed, every player who has dared, together, they are part of this epic. Together, they ensure that these home runs, these feats of athletic brilliance, will never be forgotten. Because in the end, it is not the numbers that define this season. It is the drama, the courage, the unforgettable spectacle of human potential unleashed. It is the moments that take your breath away, the stories that stay with you, and the heroes who remind us all why we fall in love with the game in the first place. And as the final inning closes, as the dust settles and the echoes fade, one truth resonates louder than any cheer: greatness, like a perfectly struck baseball, travels far beyond where anyone thought it could go. It inspires, it amazes, it endures. And in its wake, it leaves us forever changed.